Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here with Larry Hughes. He is the Special Assistant to the Director for the Don Ryan Center for Innovation. Welcome, Mr. Hughes.
Thank you.
So tell us what a technology incubation center is. What is it?
I had an email the other night from a very dear friend who was looking on my LinkedIn account and said, "Congratulations on your new assignment. What is it?" So, a technology incubator or an incubator is, if you'll think of it, a big nest. What we say is, our slogan is the Rocket Man. It's a guy with a jetpack on his back, and what we like to say is, get your ideas there faster. I like to say, bring us your dreams and ideas, and we'll help you with liftoff. So if you come to our incubator, you're coming as either a newborn fledgling bird or a bird that's half grown, and we're going to teach you how to hunt and feed yourself.
All right.
So when you're ready, the other aspect of an incubator is we're going to kick you out of the nest, okay? Because you can't stay here forever. You got to go out in the big bad world and compete, but you may be here for 3 months, you may be here for a year, but while you're here, we're going to help you, and we're going to help you succeed, and your success then contributes to the success and the diversity and the vitality of the economic region.
Outstanding.
So who can apply for these programs?
Anybody with a dream and an idea that is willing to understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur. It's 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. It's not an easy path. I do like to tell folks when we sit down with them to do an initial analysis, know thyself. You need to know, not because you've read something in a magazine or you've seen somebody driving around in a $500,000 car or living in a Miami mansion. You need to know yourself. You need to know what you can put into it, because that's what you're going to get out of it.
Now, Larry, y'all help fledgling or startup businesses. What are some of the specific things that y'all do to help these folks?
I'm so glad you asked. We do everything from hands-on mentoring and consulting to putting them together with the resources they need, be it financial or marketing or strategic planning or maybe a partnership agreement, patent assistance. We'll go over their intellectual property and see if they have the proper safeguards, or if they've thought about the end game. What's their takeout strategy? Do they want to franchise it? Do they want to do it as an IPO, which is a stock offering? Do they want to bring in a partner? Do they want to sell out to a bigger company but remain a wholly owned subsidiary? So we go over all those kinds of things, but one of the most important things is that we have a great strategic partnership with Clemson University. And Clemson University brings in a world of both virtual and hands-on resources, and that's everything from information technology to engineering to marketing skills, and we count on them heavily in this partnership between the town of Bluffton and the university to be in here as they are today, for example, working with our innovators, assisting them, finding out what their specific needs are and how the Clemson University side of the equation can help them.
So what are some of the most important characteristics of an entrepreneur?
If there is a nuclear annihilation, only 2 things will survive: cockroaches and entrepreneurs. You have to have the persistence of a cockroach to be able to survive as an entrepreneur. You have to have stick-to-itiveness. You have to have an idea that's viable. You have to be able to understand what your end game is. And I don't just mean to make a lot of money. We have clients that have come in and they started out here, but by the time they finished working with us, they were here. Let me give you a perfect example. Bill Grand is the co-founder of Nutrifusion. Nutrifusion has a patented ability to reduce 99+ % of the organic nutrient goodness of fruits and vegetables into a powder. They're the only ones that can do it. There's nobody else on the market that can do it without stabilizers, additives, chemicals, some toxicity. This is the pure fruit and vegetable. That powder then can be added without being able to taste it, smell it, or see it into any food substance you can think of. You can bake it, you can cook it, you can stew it, you can irradiate it. It's not going to change the characteristics of the phytonutrients. So what does that mean? Well, Bill works with companies like Barilla Pasta. He works with companies like Trader Joe's and their deliciously round chocolate chip cookies, which have a cult following. That has Grand Fusion in it.
Wow.
A lot of companies are beginning to want to add the NutriFusion logo. Bill was our first company to graduate. He graduated on May 30th. We had our first anniversary, and that afternoon I sat down with Bill and I said, you, like me, are in kind of the last third of your life. What do you want to do? Do you want to make a lot of money? Yes. But how about you leave a legacy that has a global impact? And we started talking about the fact that you could look at any culture in the world and take their dietary main staple and add this phytonutrient to it, whether it's beans or rice or corn or whatever the case might be. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it. It doesn't change the cooking process whether you're on an open fire on the African plain or whether you're in a village somewhere in South America. Wow. But you're going to get 100% plus of your USDA requirements for nutritional input out of that product. And that means a lot to kids with distended bellies and countries where there's a great nutrient deficiency. There is an estimated $500 billion impact of nutrient deficiency on the world economy. So that's an example.
They need to put that in all of our public school
Yes,
systems.
yes, we'd
so
like to have it in
children-
school lunches. Wouldn't that be great?
Right, right. Okay, briefly, tell us, what does the future of economic development for our region look like?
Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, Shellie's a great part of it. We're so delighted to have Clemson here as our strategic partner. The town of Bluffton entered into this thing, and we're going to drive the region to great new successes.
Outstanding.
I agree.
Larry Hughes, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us. Join us again next week for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.